So I got the opportunity to go and see the new Mortal Kombat movie that came out recently. And it's a marked improvement over the original. I will say that. As much as I enjoyed the original, it was a little bit confusing to see no mention of the tournament or even being able to see it happen. Too many people died off there, and whatever was going to happen in this movie, it very much seemed like it wasn't going to be addressed. However, this movie, very good. Johnny Cage is back. We got some of the dead come back as revenants. I'll get back into that. And the fights overall, they were just really good. So, I'm going to give my unscripted and, I guess you could say, inaccurate thoughts about all of this. So let's get into discussing, very briefly, the second Mortal Kombat movie in the Garnerverse. My first talking point is something that I noticed while on the first run-through of the movie, and it's something that has stuck with me the entire time after exiting the movie theater, and that is, why in the hell did Shao Kahn get to use Shinnok's amulet to make himself immortal, and then immediately be allowed to compete in the tournament to overtake Earthrealm? I knew the moment that happened, and the moment I saw Cole Young go up against him, that he was going to absolutely get stomped. If Shao Kahn hadn't have actually made himself immortal with Shinnok's amulet, Cole would have just killed him in like the second round of matches. That's what would have happened. And it bugs me that Shao Kahn was just allowed to immediately and blatantly just break the rules by making himself immortal. It's the whole reason Raiden himself can't compete in the tournament either. Shao Kahn, by making himself immortal, broke the rules of the tournament. And I guess the only reason he did that is because he wanted to ensure his last tournament to take over Earthrealm was a success. And I guess that killing off Cole the way that he did is the developer's way of saying, hey, we recognize that Cole was absolutely hated in the last movie. So, to avoid that issue, we're just going to kill him off against Shao Kahn. This is not the way that you go about it. This is not the way to kill off someone that the fans absolutely despised. The character designs themselves are also very good. A lot of the costumes are just amazing looking. Liu Kang's drip is still good. Raiden got himself some updated outfits. Jax's arms look just as good as they used to. Khan is absolutely spectacular looking. Kano's back, he's got his eye back. I would have preferred to have him with the metal eye in all honesty, but what can you do? Sonya's still pretty basic. Johnny's fit is absolutely fantastic. Baraka looks amazing. Katana, her outfit by far is just the best in the entire movie. The undead aesthetic in this movie is rather different to everything that we've seen so far. They're specifically called out as revenants, but it's just very weird for me to call them revenants because of the way they look. They kind of look more like possessed rather than undead. The lines that make it look like they're infected with something, the pure black eyes, that's more indicative of a possession rather than a resurrection. On that note, Kung Lao's fight scene with Liu Kang is absolutely phenomenal, but once again, they have somehow managed to ruin the potential of Sindel in this movie. Her fight scene at the start, going up against Shao Kahn's enforcers, that part is good, being able to see her with some blades and some actual martial prowess. But the second that she goes up against Sonya in the first round of fights, all she really does is try and use stage fatalities on Sonya, and she just screams at her the entire time. She didn't pull out a Quan Dao. She didn't use any martial arts. She didn't use hand-to-hand. It just bothers me. The character work, once again, is absolutely phenomenal. Johnny Cage basically is a broken down MMA fighter / movie star who's past his prime and he's trying to relive in his glory days, and he basically tries to ditch fighting in the tournament at any given chance he can. But he grows into himself over the course of the story, gets more confident with his fighting abilities, capping off where he gets his green glowing powers. Whether or not that's an arcana or not, as it was in the last movie, I don't know. But it's nice to see that he gained his confidence and his fighting skills back over the course of the movie. Raiden's out of commission for a good majority of it, but that's down to Kung Lao having slashed open his neck. Kano is still as phenomenal as ever. Once again, absolutely stole the entirety of the movie. Shao Kahn isn't just one-dimensional. He's not big, bad, evil brute man. He actually had a little bit of sympathy towards Kitana at the start of the movie when he goes and kills Jared. So that was a nice little bit of character work for Shao Kahn. He actually has a bit of dimension to him. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie. Again, a marked improvement from the first one, and I really hope that they can continue with this kind of quality going into the third movie. I just hope that any of the shortfalls from both of these movies, I've tried to go against explaining anything really bad in this, but I hope any shortfalls can be addressed and negated when it comes to the next movie in the series. Thanks for listening to my unscripted thoughts on Mortal Kombat 2. If you like this type of video, let me know if I should do more of them. This is Zonai Ganta, over and out.